I'm just blowing through these Gypsy Jazz voicings, of course. You know, you could take master classes for years on Gypsy Jazz voicings and not get it all. But this is definitely easily enough to get you started and get you most of it. If you want a better lesson, go to dc-musicschool.com and download all of Dennis Chang's videos on playing rhythm guitar. Okay, a couple of special cases. Often you can see players using a 4-string root chord. It's actually an inversion of a 4-string root chord. So if I had a D minor, sometimes you can play it right here. And to see how that's built, you know, you have your D major chord there, you have your D minor chord there, and we're going to put the F in the root and refinger it. So the root, I always think of the root on this chord as being on the 2nd string. So if I saw an E minor chord and I wanted to use this particular voicing, the E's right there, and I'd build the chord around that E there. But any way you can think of it, you know, any way that's easy for you, just make it easy on yourself. Alright, the next thing I want to talk about is common, they're not even really substitutions, they're just inversions and upper structures. So I pointed out in the last lesson, on the 6th string, if you were going to play a D7, you would play this, right? A D7 chord, but then on the 5th string, you play a D9 chord. Okay, so what you can do, because you can be in the same position as this D7 chord and switch to this chord, which is an F sharp half diminished, which gives you the notes for actually a D9 chord minus the actual D. So that way you stay in the same position. Now you've moved over to a 5th string root chord, but now you've got the 9 in the chord. And let's talk about that real briefly. So a D7 chord is D, F sharp, A, and C. If you want the 9, you add the E. So you're left with F sharp, A, C, E. F sharp, F sharp, A, C, E. So as you can see, that F sharp half diminished, built on the 3rd of a D7, gives you the notes for a D9. Okay, and that's a nicer sound, right? Now that's for a major key. But if we're going to play a minor key, we want a D7 flat 9. Okay, so a flat 9 would be an E flat instead of E natural. So here's the E on the 3rd string, 9th fret. So we're going to make that flat. And so we're just going to play a fully diminished chord on the F sharp. Some people think that as a substitution. I just think of that as an upper structure of the chord inverted. That's the most common substitution or upper structure that you see. I already showed you that you can do a half diminished chord kind of as an inverted D minor 6 chord.